Who is Ajimobi propping up?
I don't know. You could make effort to ask him.
Is it Tegbe?
I do not know.
Is it Adelabu?
I don't know.
Who?
I don't know. I don't know. He has not told me. I don't think he has announced it. The impression he has always given to the public is that he is not supporting any candidate. But whether that is true or not, it is up to him, and it is only God who knows.
Don't you think he's deceiving the candidates?
Well, I wouldn't know. You could make your inquiries from elsewhere.
Or he's just practicing the intrigues of politics?
Well, I wouldn't know. Perhaps yes, perhaps no.
Are you formidable enough to win the primary?
By the grace of God, I won the primaries. By the grace of God.
It's not about your qualifications.
My qualifications excel.
It's about your political structure.
You see, all of it are relevant.
You know, you've always been defeated.
Look, Buhari was defeated 3 times before. That didn't stop him from becoming president. So many world leaders were defeated in previous attempts. So the fact that I had been defeated under questionable circumstances does not stop me from continuing to aspire in the hope that things will be better this time. And I believe that things will be better this time because the party has adopted a more democratic process of direct primary to allow all members of the party take ownership of the party and decide.
Perhaps you now have the war chest to
it's
do
not
the
about,
battle.
It's not about war chest. Look,
it's not about money.
Let me tell you, during the 2015 election, it's not the richest, or the person who spent more that won. Even during the primaries of General Buhari, the person who spent most was Atiku at that time. He came third. This person who spent most next to Atiku was Kwankwaso. He came second. And the person who didn't have the money was Buhari, and he came first. So I see the same thing playing out.
You keep banding the story of having no money. Well, Buhari does not look like a poor man.
Is he a rich man?
Where is this story coming from?
Is he a rich man? Do you
How
have
can Buhari be poor?
Is he a rich man? I
a former general in the army?
It doesn't matter if he was
a man that had his children
incorruptible. If he was incorruptible.
When would this story stop?
Look, it will stop.
Who bought the form for the president?
Why
are you parading this president as poor?
They show their faces.
This president travels to the United Nations.
Does he use his money?
He earns salaries.
So is it illegitimate?
He takes allowances.
Is it illegitimate to earn salaries?
How can Buhari be poor?
Is it illegitimate to earn salaries? Is it illegitimate to even get
How can Buhari be poor?
Buhari is poor because he's incorruptible.
Do you know the poor in Bere? Have you seen the poor?
Let me tell you.
Have you seen the poor in Ajegunle?
Do they enjoy the same status?
No, Buhari cannot be poor.
In terms of achievement, a war general would still enjoy some perquisites of having been a war general.
Buhari's son has a power buy.
Look, it doesn't matter.
His father cannot be poor.
It doesn't matter. What do you think?
He got an accident. He went to Germany.
Let me tell you. Look,
his father cannot be poor.
By virtue of the fact that he's the son of the president, the state would have taken over.
He earns money as a former head of state, even when he was not head of state.
Does that make him rich?
He cannot be poor.
Does that make him rich?
So why this poor Buhari picture again?
But because that is the truth. You may want to accept it, you may not want to accept it, for whatever reason. That is the truth.
The truth will set us free, right?
By the grace of God.
Yet we are not free.
Well, we will be free when God wants us to be free. God is the one in control. And again, if we consistently have reform in our processes, Nigeria will be better than it is now.
Will you win on Saturday?
By the grace of God, I will win.
If you don't?
If I don't win in a free, fair, and credible electoral process, I will remain within the party. I will continue to contribute my quota for the growth, progress, and advancement of the party and of Nigerians.
And if you are schemed out?
If I'm schemed out, of course, I will go to court as usual.
But you will not leave the party?
I wouldn't leave the party. I don't have any business elsewhere.
Like you did the last time?
I was a co-founder. I never left. Even when I had issues about the process of executives of the primary election, I didn't leave.
You helped to divide your party.
How did I do it?
You joined forces with others to break the APC in your state. And now you want to run on that platform.
I don't know what you would have done.
Those you led, some of them are now in the APC.
I don't know what you would have done differently if you were in my shoes.
You conspired with others against your party.
It's not an
now
issue.
They are in ADC.
We constitute the party. Every member of the party constitutes part of the party. If you were in the party and schemes are being made illegitimately, illegally, unconstitutionally, would you be stupid enough to remain and to hands off?
You worked against Ajimobi in 2015.
I never worked against him. As a matter of fact, I was the chief electoral officer of the party in my local government area, and if you look at the results sheet for his election, I signed it as the chief electoral coordinating officer for APC. You see, it is about getting things right. The fact that we are in a progressive party does not mean there will not be unprogressive elements, people who want to...
And Ajimobi must be one of the unprogressive elements.
Let me make a case.
Ajimobi must be one of the unprogressive elements.
The choice is yours to decide. You are a citizen of this country, you live in this state, it is for you to decide. But what I'm saying is, anywhere there's injustice, a law and order person like me, rather than resorting to violence or resorting to fisticuffs, will choose to look for justice within the court system. And that's what I've always done. And that's the best thing to do for a gentleman like me, who is a lawyer of almost 40 years and who believes that law and order must prevail.
Ajimobi will say Bayo Shitu is paperweight.
Well, it is...
He can talk forever.
Let me tell you, he's paperweight, but today I'm minister. Against all speculations, against all stratagems, I'm minister representing the whole of Oyo State.
Ajimobi has really fought you, right?
Look, Ajimobi, you keep saying it. Suppose Ajimobi thinks I'm a paperweight. Does that make me a paperweight? Does that make me one?
Sowore thinks you are a paperweight.
Who is Sowore somebody whose identity is questionable in regard to propriety, somebody who is asking that cannabis should be exported legally.
He might be your next president.
How would he be? By miracle?
Buhari will win again?
By the grace of God.
Is Buhari not out already?
He is not out. He's in. He will continue to be in. I'm yet to see anybody who would challenge him successfully. I'm yet to see him.
Some have said this is the time to take Lagos from Tinubu. What do you think?
Well, it is. Everybody could have his opinion about it. I don't know if anybody is saying Lagos belongs to Tinubu. I don't think so.
You don't like Tinubu, do you?
How would he not like him? He's one of the leaders of my party, and we are very friendly to each other. So the issue of liking him or not does not arise.
Do you like what he's doing to Ambode?
What is he doing to Ambode?
And go to the direct primary.
Let me tell you, we are in an electoral process, and this party is saying the membership of the party must take ownership of their party and take decisions.
So Ambode must face the primary.
Everybody must face the primary. Even I would face the primary. Even Mr. President will face direct primaries. So what's the big deal about facing primary?
And if Mr. President can face direct primary, who are these governors talking?
I mean, that's the question.
I don't understand.
That's the question. Your guess is as good as mine.
The president wants direct primaries.
The president wants primaries. I want direct primaries. The party wants direct primaries, and we will have direct primaries.
How is your ministry doing?
We thank God we are doing very well.
Nigerians are getting poorer, Mr. Minister.
Well, that is your opinion. That's your opinion. It is your opinion.
Is it Okyogu time?
Let me tell you, I come from Okyogu. I have no apology about it. During the last election, the campaign for an Okyogu person to become the next governor was started by Governor Abiola Ajimobi. Because when the elections were held, majority of Ibadans, where Ajimobi came from, voted instead for Ladoja. In Okyogu, we have 10 local governments. 9 of the 10 local governments voted massively for Ajimobi. And he went on the thank you tour and, pledged that this time will be Okyogu time. And so he was going to encourage Okyogu. I'm from Okyogu. If I benefit from that, so be it. But I can assure you, I'm not contesting for election because I come from Okyogu. I'm contesting for election because I'm the best candidate that can, be governor. I'm the one who is most experienced politically. I've been a member of the State House of Assembly for 4 years at age 26. At age 30,
the reason you didn't go for youth service?
The reason why I didn't go for service.
And who is talking about Adebayo Shitu not going for service? Why are they disturbing you?
Honestly, that is not my business. It is not my business.
Would you still like to go for youth service?
Of course, I will go. It will be a pleasant thing to go.
You want to go for youth service?
After I have been governor, by the grace of God.
Then you go for youth service?
Yes, why not?
What camp would you like to serve?
Whichever camp.
You should be posted to Daura.
It doesn't matter.
You will serve in Daura.
It doesn't matter. Daura is part of Nigeria.
So I should quote you.
It doesn't matter
That
anywhere.
after being governor, you go for your service.
In any place if it becomes necessary for me to go.
But if you don't become governor, will you still serve?
If it becomes necessary, I will. Because we'll have to decide whether serving in the House of Assembly and being minister is not superior and does not replace service in the NYC.
However, you are not Kemi Adeosun.
I'm not Kemi Adeosun because I didn't have any forged certificate of exemption.
Kemi Adeosun forged certificates.
She didn't forge. She was a victim of circumstance.
Who forged?
I wouldn't know.
Edmond Dubilo forged.
I don't know.
My name is on the form.
My name is not
there. I got the office of the minister.
I wouldn't know.
So who forged?
You would ask.
Not Kemi Adeosun.
You would ask her.
Spirits from London.
You would ask Kemi Adeosun. I don't know about that.
Buhari must be a good man.
He is.
Mr. Minister.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for featuring on State Affairs.
It's my very big pleasure.
Thank you.
I always like to come and confront you.
Thank you
rather
very
than you confronting me.